Hey guys, I think we are a bit confused about sustainability, or at least we are not really understanding it in its real value. What do you think is the opposite of sustainable? Is it like non recyclable? Plastic which tends to stay in the earth forever? It is. It is in some ways. Fertilizer based agriculture, reduced water consumption, or maybe increased water consumption, I should say. Deforestation, that all is an antithesis to sustainability. But I think these are the symptoms. This is not the root cause. If you were to really think about what is the opposite of sustainability, will it not be extractive economies? The kind of economy that we are currently living in? The kind where every single country I know of is gunning for more industries, more resources, more access and ability for exploitation of these resources. I mean, if you have a fishery, you want to exploit it. If you have a mine, you want to mine the gold or the coal in it. If you have land, you want to have the most amount of agricultural produce that you can create on that land. And of course, these are short term views, which are framed as long term views. A mine can survive for a couple of decades, and in that couple of decades, it will fuel the growth of the country for the next generations to come. Yes, that is the narrative. But the question is, why do we need so many industries? Is it because of the jobs? Why do we need the job? For the money. Money to sustain the exorbitantly high price of everything that we buy. Why is it everything so expensive again? Because the resources are declining. Because we are shipping everything from across the world. Like this pen wasn't made in Singapore or in USA. This pen is made from, I don't know, maybe 15 different elements in its direct manufacturing from different parts of the world. Made somewhere, shipped somewhere, packed somewhere, and sold somewhere else. And if you think about the machinery that made this pen, yeah, think about where that came from and all the adjoining costs. And the problem is that with all of this cost, we never really considered the costs which are further associated with the decline of the natural habitat in which this was made, in which the resources with which this was made came from. So first, we have messed up the price. We don't know the real cost. We are just putting in a financial term on it. And actually, it's not even the financial problem. It's just the cost which is excluding the cost of natural degradation. Then, it's the fact that we are not satisfied with a locally made pen. We are not willing to survive with what is just available in our environment. We want more. We want something that people in other continent have. We want to make things the cheapest wherever they are, and that generally means wherever the natural resources are the cheapest. And then the third, why do we need so much? Why is there so much demand on a forest land, for its best timber, on agriculture, for the highest amount of crop that it can produce? Why is there such a huge demand, huge pressure on natural resources, on human resources? Human capital is under extreme stress, is it not? You, I, everyone we know works under stressful jobs, under long hours. What is it that we are trying so hard to create? Just survival? We survived for thousands of years. Why is it that we are struggling to survive in the past 200 years? I'm not sure if I've made my point clear over here or not, but some way or the other, we have to make a question of how much does a person need to survive. And this is not dollars, this is the amount of food, the amount of land, the amount of trees that you need just to live. And how much do we actually use today? And why, after all of this, we are still so unsatisfied? If we are creating, if you're using so much of resources, we must be creating a lot of values, right? Despite all our efficiencies and everything. Where is this value going? Who holds all of the money, all of the resources? Why is it a choice for Bill Gates to donate all of his money? Why does he have so much money? Why do the people under him do not?